Hi, my name's Michelle Farram. I'm the nursery manager at the Friends of the Honeyeater, and we're in Macclesfield Road in Yellingbo. The nursery was established in 1991 as a result of community getting together and deciding they needed to help the helmeted honeyeater. A nursery was needed to be able to supply plants for revegetation projects within the Yellingbo Reserve. We have a retail nursery. We also have 3 undercover igloos for prompting plants to grow in the cooler months. We have a covered workspace outside. We also have a covered indoor workspace where volunteers can work in comfort. We also have a new seed storage building, which is where we store our collected seeds. We have approximately 30 that are regular attendees on our 4 days of where we have volunteers on site. Last year we grew for the first time 100,000 plants, and we're hoping to increase that to at least 110,000 in the next year. We have a group within our group which is called our Seeds and Weeds group, and they go out one Sunday a month and collect seed for us from within the Yellingbo Reserve but also outside of the reserve. They have a special permit to do seed collecting. We also do quite a lot of cuttings of different plants that are more difficult to grow than from seed. Seed's hard to get, or the plants don't produce seed, so we grow other plants from cutting material. We also have a strong affiliation with Johns Hill Landcare, and within their group they have a group of about 6 people that go out and seed collect from our area as well as areas around Emerald, Clematis, Menzies Creek, Avensley, which all connect to our waterways that flow through Yellingbo Reserve. We sell quite a lot of plants through pre-orders, and these plants go to groups such as the Yarra Ranges Council, Cardinia Council, Melbourne Water, Parks Victoria, DECA, and also a number of private landscaping firms that do big area revegetations on waterways. And we also grow a lot of plants for our own reveg projects within Yellingbo Nature Conservation Reserve. We also have a small retail nursery which we have to encourage local landholders and residents to plant locally indigenous plants. We grow around 200 different species, so there's a good selection of plants for most situations. If someone wants to get involved with the nursery or other aspects of the group, as I said, with the seed collecting, which is an enormous part of what we do here. Without the seed we can't grow the plants. Contact the nursery direct, either by phone or email, and those details are on our website.
I've been so impressed with what this nursery has been able to provide, not just for the community, but primarily for the wildlife. I love it here. I look forward to my Tuesday morning. The people are wonderful too. There's a lot of laughs. We have a lot of fun together, and so it's been a really positive experience. When I became free with my time, I thought, well, yeah, this is important to me to contribute to wildlife and create better habitat. I don't think I really have a favourite plant. I have a lot of time for grasses. They're underestimated, the contribution, and we have a lot of beautiful grasses. At home I've actually planted an area where it's a bank of grasses. Little frogs live in amongst the grasses and rushes, and yeah, it's really lovely. If you use your imagination with our indigenous plants, you can really enhance your garden.
I've always been involved in growing plants of some sort even when I was working, and after I retired I had the opportunity to come up here. I love doing the work. It's a challenge. We do everything here, cuttings, seeds, the whole lot. With cuttings, that is a challenge to get a shoot of a growing plant and get it to grow in something useful that can be planted out in the bush or in someone's garden. It is knowing that you're doing something to the community, you're producing goods that is really needed. I like epacris. There's all various forms of epacris here. The whites, the pinks, and there's also a very deep red one growing in the hills around here. Morning tea here is around about 10:30, and we all look forward to this to chat with everybody. Good to catch up with everything that's going on in the area.
Years ago I was a guide at the sanctuary, and a friend of mine was also a guide there named Margot. And Margot used to talk about volunteering at Yellingbo, and I thought, oh, that sounds great, so I joined too. And I've been doing it for about 20 years, I think. I do cuttings. This is putting the cuttings into the trays, of course. Mainly working in the propagating room with pricking out stuff, pricking out seedlings. Some of the callistemons that we get are very, very tiny, so you think, I put it in and then you look for them, this sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, it's great because you get out, you meet other people, you know, you look forward to seeing your friends again from last week, and it's the smell of the bush. And it's satisfying doing plants too, very satisfying, yeah.
I've come to Yellingbo because I've just relocated from Bacchus Marsh to live in Gembrook. I come from a long family of volunteers, so just feel good to do it and meet great people. Very social here. I feel most welcome in the short time I've started, and I feel like you're giving back to nature. It's important that we all do that. We encourage our kids to do the same, so I can see the net benefit of what's been done for years before I've arrived with the trees that they grow, and obviously the helmeted honeyeaters are really important endangered birds. I'm a bit of a fan of probably grevilleas are my favourite. Yeah, encourage the honeyeaters, all sorts of honeyeaters. Kangaroo paws, I like the different colours as well. You just feel good when you drive away and you think, well, I've done something today that helps people, environment. That's why I do it. Yeah.
About 4 years ago I retired, and I was looking around for what else I could do with my time. I really love birds. This is somewhere I love to come, and yeah, just doing something useful, meeting other people of similar interests. I think that's the important part. Well, we're usually given some plants to take out of the trays and plant up into little pots. We don't know what they are till we get them. It's something else you learn every day. Plant them up, water them in, and we do lots and lots of them. You don't realise how many you do because you talk and work at the same time. And it's really nice to come back a few weeks, a month later, and have a look at them and see how they're growing. It's a good feeling.